Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, joined here by my buddy Pat, and this is the Troily Design Scout Overview. And of course, all of this gear is available at RevZilla.com. So we've got a few things to cover today. We've got the GP jersey and pants, we've got the SE jersey and pants, we've got a Traverse jacket, as well as a set of Gambit gloves, which Pat is currently wearing right now. But we're gonna start off with the GP jersey and pants, of course, since we've got him suited up in that. The Scout line is geared towards trail riders out there. So if somebody is looking to ride some tight single track, maybe you're racing hare scrambles, it is really geared towards that riding application. We've got little pops of reflectivity. The jersey is coming in around 50 bucks. It's got a polyester stretch and mesh main construction, so you're gonna get a ton of airflow moving through this jersey. Of course, you want that when you're in the dirt riding application. Let's talk about the fit. Pat here is about 6 feet tall, 220 pounds with a 44-inch chest. He is currently wearing an extra large jersey. He does have his armor on underneath as well. So I would certainly say go with your typical t-shirt size. Pat bounces around between a large and an XL, opted for the XL in this particular jersey. It's fitting him very well. When it comes to the pants, so they're coming in around $135. We have a 600 denier and polyester main construction, so really great build for trail riding. I think that material, that 600 denier, is going to help with the abrasion of branches and things like that, rock gardens if you're falling over and stuff like that. So I like that combination, and we've got all the stretch we want in all the right places. But the fit itself, Pat typically wears a size 34 in his riding jeans. 34 fits him spot on. So again, I would say stick with your typical dirt gear size when you go with the pants. Now let's talk about the pants here for just a moment longer. You do have silicone gripper at the back of the jersey, but you're also going to find that at the waistline at the pants as well. And that's going to help keep the jersey nice and tucked in. It's just going to help your pants stay in place as well. You know, if you're riding the dirt application, I'm sure you know you're moving around on the bike quite a bit. I do like the large vents. Pat went ahead and opened these up, so that's going to help direct some additional airflow moving through there. You're generating a ton of heat in the dirt application. Pat and I ride the trails all the time, so it's really nice to get any additional airflow that we can get. So I like that. The other thing I wanted to point out, I should say, is right here on the side of the thigh, you do have a pocket there. I know tons of trail riders, ourselves included, that we store our phones in there because we want to pull over and take pictures and look cool for the internet. Who doesn't want to do that these days? So, so you can store your phone in there. That pocket is fairly large. It goes about right there, right towards the bottom of the Troily Designs logo on those pants, so right there at the middle of the thigh. So it is fairly deep, but you do run the risk of crushing your phone if you fall over, so just know that. We've had pretty good success with it thus far. But on the insides of the legs on the pants, you do have leather panel there. That's going to help prevent premature wear in that particular location. And then you do have more stretch on the back. Pat, actually swing around to the back for me real fast. Let's take a look here. You can see that stretch right here below the waistline, and then you've got it at the back of the legs as well, and little pops of blacked out reflectivity included on the pants there, kind of at the side of them. But really nice design. Pat, you can go ahead and face the front. Very comfortable gear, and I think the pants especially are built to last. This is something with that 600 denier, it does make a big difference in the locations that it has it, but the stretch in the crotch, the stretch at the back of the legs, it's going to make a big difference when you're swinging around on the bike and manipulating your controls and things like that. So next up, we do have the SE jersey and pants, but before we get there, I think we're going to throw Pat in that Traverse jacket and take a closer look at that. So without further ado, let's take a look. So we're going to take a closer look at the SE jersey and pants, but first we have the Traverse jacket over top of that. Now this has a ripstop soft shell main construction with the DWR coating over top of it, so it's not waterproof, but it's going to help out in those light water crossings. I also like the benefit that if you're riding in cooler conditions, like I've had days where it's 38 degrees outside and we're starting up our bike, so something like this that's lightweight that I could throw over top of my gear would have been a perfect option to have. So I like the versatility that it provides you with. The sleeves also zip off, so if you're getting a little bit warm out there but you want a little bit of chest protection, you can zip the sleeves right off. It's very simple to do. You've got a direct vent right here at the chest surrounded by a little pop of reflectivity, but you can see fairly large vent there, and then you've got a pocket on the left. 2 hand warmer pockets incorporated. There is a cinch cord, so you can tighten it down, snug things down. And at the back of the jacket as well, I did want to mention, there's a fairly large pocket. I mean, you can fit a lot of stuff in that pocket at the rear. But overall, I like the versatility that's providing you with. I like that those light water crossings, I'm not going to get soaking wet. So I like something like this to push my riding a little bit further and more comfortably so when it's really cold outside or you're just riding in some inclement weather. Pat, yeah, go ahead and take that off. Let's take a closer look at the SE gear here. Oh yeah, here we go. So we've got the SE jersey and pants. So the SE jersey is coming in around $85 if I'm not mistaken. The pants are right at $200. No surprises here. Still got the XL in the jersey and the 34 in the pants. Lots of stretch on this. This material towards the top is like this closed stretch mesh material, so that's why it looks a little bit different. The rest is kind of that polyester stretch, poly mesh combination here. It's very comfortable. It feels very, very lightweight, but you do have some pieces of, like abrasive material here on the outer sleeve, which is going to help out with those trail rides if you're falling over in rock gardens and things like that. So it is giving you a little bit of reinforcement and branches, things like that as you're going by in that tight single track application. It's going to help out with that. And you've got little pops of reflectivity on the sides as well and throughout the jersey as well as the pants. Now the pants, again, I mentioned $200 for the pants. A lot of versatility here. We've got a polyester and nylon blend with stretch incorporated with these. They are very comfortable. You do have two pockets. I know on the previous, the GP, we only had the single pocket, but you've got two pockets on the left and the right, so maybe cell phone and a Cliff Bar. That's what we usually bring along with our rides. And you've got some pretty massive vents on the thighs as well. So I like that addition because, again, you're building a ton of heat in the dirt riding application. I know I've said that 100 times now, but it is very true. So I like the additional vents there on the tops of the thigh. Just a simple ratcheting and zipper system on the main entry. And then as we work our way towards the bottom of the pants, you're going to see the leather paneling on the inside of the leg. That's going to help prevent some premature wear in that area. We saw that on the GP. You're going to get that on the SE as well. But the reason you would move up to this is it's got a little bit more reinforcement. It's got a little bit more mesh, a little bit more breathability, and it feels a bit more lightweight, but it's reinforced in the areas where you want it. And I really like the pants in particular on the SE version because they are incredibly comfortable with the combination of materials that they're utilizing. But overall, I really like the design. Pat, go ahead and face the back for me real quick. Let's just take a quick peek here. You can see little touches of reflectivity. You've also got some vents towards the back of the thigh as well, or I should say the hamstring is probably more appropriate there. And all this material is going to be that stretch as you work your way down towards the back of the leg. So plenty of movement, nothing feels restrictive. It's very light, it's very comfortable. Pat, go ahead and face the front. Let's talk about the Gambit gloves real fast. This is a pretty simple item here, but it is worth mentioning. We've got some D3O reinforcement right here at the knuckle for some added impact protection. The glove overall is very lightweight. It flows a ton of air. And then you can see right here on the tops of the fingers, we do have this TPR material as well, just to give you some additional impact protection there. It's not a lot. It's a very low profile, lightweight glove, but it is worth mentioning. It gives you some additional reinforcement. Now, Pat, on the inside of the palm, we do have touch tech capability on the index finger as well as the thumb. And, as I mentioned before, it's nice to be able to grab your phone, manipulate that, take pictures, and, look cool for the internet. So I like having that touch tech capability on the gloves there. And then we do have some additional reinforcement on the palm as well. It might be tough to see, but that is going to help out with that abrasion. You're still getting, excellent abrasion in that area, but it's not so thick that it's taken away from your tactile feel. It's very important when you're manipulating your controls, especially in the dirt application. You're feathering the clutch quite a bit going through a variety of terrain. So I like these gloves. They're very low profile, very lightweight. They breathe a lot. You've got some additional reinforcement on the knuckles as well as the inside of the palm, and then the touch tech capability. We don't often see that on a lot of dirt oriented gloves. So I think Troy Lee did a great job with that. Overall, this is going to be the Troy Lee Designs Scout overview. We covered the GP jersey and pants. We covered the SE jersey and pants, the Traverse jacket, as well as the Gambit gloves. Of course, if you have any additional questions for us, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can click the info button. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com, but you can always reach out to our gear geeks. Give them a call at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with Pat and I and taking a closer look at the Troy Lee Designs Scout overview. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.